All right, so verse 3 is the closing part of the song. So many times after writing a verse 1 or verse 2, it's very difficult to write verse 3 because of like, where do I go from here? Thing about verse 3, it could also be seen like what R&B artists call the bridge or the high point of the song. So what you want to do is, if you've been writing or performing it in a particular way in verse 1 and 2, you want to go a totally different direction in the way that you're writing in verse 3. You could be repetitive because now people kind of got the subject matter, they know what you're rapping about, so you want to add something different. This is where you can simplify so people remember, because anything that is too consistent kind of starts to become redundant and fades in the mind. And because you have two verses that are kind of similar, you want to make sure the third verse is absolutely different. This is where you can, throw your hands in the air or, say something that is like a jingle that is very memorable, a play on the chorus. Do something that's absolutely different than what you did in verse 1 and verse 2. And this will also make your song very memorable when, people play the song back. And so in closing, verse 3 is all about doing something totally different than you did in verse 1 and 2 and putting the icing on the cake, closing it out with a bang. And that's how you create verse 3.